All right, let me be clear from the start. This challenge isn't about one race. It's not about one distance. It's not definitely not about hype. All right, this is about becoming a faster runner across the board. Whether you run the 400, 800 mile, 5K, it doesn't matter. Speed doesn't come from motivation. It comes from focus, discipline, and consistency. And right now, most runners are talented, but distracted. So this is the 30-day focus challenge. For the next 30 days, we're cutting out unnecessary noise, not forever, just long enough to reset your mind and sharpen your habits. So here's what we're gonna be removing. No music. All right, guys. I know y'all like music when you're running. No video games. So no playing Fortnite or Call of Duty, any of stuff like that. No sugar or junk food. All right. No smoking, drugs, or alcohol. All right. No more parties. I know y'all like nicotine and drinking, but none of that anymore. No movies or TV. And no eating 2 hours before bed. I know that sounds intense, but speed lives on the other side of comfort. Let's talk about actually why this makes you faster now. Running is simple, okay? But it's not easy. The faster you want to run, the more control you need. Control over your breathing, your pacing, your emotions when things get uncomfortable. Distractions train your brain to avoid effort. Every time you escape boredom with your phone, your brain learns to quiet early. All right? But races don't let you escape. So we train the mind before you train the body. No music isn't about suffering. It's about awareness. When you train without music, you free everything. All right? And you feel everything. Your rhythm, your posture, your breathing, your pattern, the awareness turns into efficiency. All right? Efficiency turns into speed. So no sugar or junk food keeps your energy stable. All right? There's gonna be no spikes and no crashes. Your recovery is gonna be a whole lot better. You show up to workouts sharper and consistent. Energy equals consistent training. All right? And consistent training makes you faster every distance. No video games, TV, or movies. Now let's go over this one. That's time and attention. An hour less of screens is an hour more of recovery or stretching, mobility, or sleep. Speed doesn't just come from workouts. Mostly it does, but it comes from how well you recover between them also. And that's where real fastness is gonna be coming from, all right? So no social media is gonna be the hardest one for me, probably for you guys, because comparison does mess with your head. You see someone else's highlights and you forget your own progress. You chase validation instead of execution each and every day on the daily checklist. But the fastest runners I know, they're quiet, they're locked in. They don't need to prove anything online. They prove it on the track. So while doom scrolling, it's like the same thing with TV, all right? You're just on there forever and ever and ever for 2 hours straight. No smoking, drugs, or alcohol. This isn't about being boring. It's about respecting your body. It's a temple. Your nervous system controls speed. Your sleep controls recovery. Your habits control consistency. You can't train like an athlete and live like you're on vacation. And no eating 2 hours before bed. That's discipline and recovery. All right? Better sleep equals better hormones. Better hormones, they equal better workouts. And I know a lot of y'all be eating a lot before bed. Y'all stop farting throughout the night because it disrupts with your sleep. Better workouts are gonna equal faster times, right? This challenge isn't a random thing I just put together, but it's intentional structure. Structure gives you freedom. Discipline gets you free. When your habits are locked in, your mind is clear. And when your mind is clear, you execute better in every single race. Now, here's the part nobody talks about. All right, the first week is going to feel boring. It is. But that's good. That's your brain resetting. You're starting to live in more silence. Week 2, you start noticing clarity. Workouts feel smoother. You're less emotional. By week 3, man, you're dangerous, all right? You're a killer now. It's not hyped, not reckless, focused. You start showing up to the line confident. I'm telling y'all, Not because you're hoping, but because you've been consistent. This 30-day challenge isn't about perfection. It's about discipline. Get that through your head. It's not about perfection. It's about discipline. It's about proving to yourself that you can control the small things, so you can control the big moments, like our races. All right, now speed respects preparation. Every great race starts long before the gun goes off, way before. So commit. 30 days, no excuses, just effort. Cut the distractions. Sharpen your mind and watch how much faster you become everywhere. Let's get to work in this day of the Real Progress program.